your do nows for the day. All right, let's start for the next minute and a half. I want you to complete the first section on number one. Write a definition for the following terms. I want you to write your own definitions for constructive force, destructive force, weathering, and erosion. Pencils up, hard at work. Hit pause when need be to complete your section and hit play, and I'll go ahead and keep going. Okay, if you're onto this section, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the answers for what we went over yesterday. A constructive force. If you see in the back, that's a big volcano. Volcanoes, mountains, and other uplifted mountains and deposition was a part of constructive force. Constructive forces, if you remember in the hand signals, is to build up the land. It's processes that build up Earth's surface. If you want to correct your problems, and please write these definitions down for your do now. Hit pause when need be, and then hit play again to go on to the next section. The second part of that problem was destructive force. And what I wrote down was a destructive force is to break down the land. It's processes that wear down Earth's surface. If you know, back in 2005, Hurricane Katrina had big effects. And hurricanes, earthquakes, weathering, and erosion is also a part of destructive force. I am a mixture of non-living materials and decayed materials from organisms. Soil takes many years to form through weathering or breaking of rocks into smaller pieces called sediments. Who am I? Your options are subsoil, soil layers, no answer, B, topsoil, or D, dirt. And if you're onto this, you're only answering this because of our objective, and you should be on the other page. So take another 3 minutes and finish up your do now for number 2 and number 3 on the graphs of the day. Okay, guys. Number 2, the following graph shows the buffalo population in Montana. Which of the following best explains the data on the graph? A, buffalo's habitat increased. B, buffalo's competition for food decreased. C, hunting buffalo increased. Or D, buffalo predators decreased. Hit pause and answer. Okay. A, buffalo's habitat increase. If buffalo's habitat increase, we will see an increase in population for buffaloes in Montana. So A would be incorrect. B, buffalo's competition for food decreased. The competition for food will only decrease and create more of a population for Montana's buffaloes. So unfortunately, B is incorrect. C, hunting buffalo increased. Hunting buffalo means that there will be a difference in buffalo. So we're going to put a maybe by there. And D, buffalo predators decrease. If buffalo predators, and they're the prey, The predator is decreased. The population should increase. So your only answer in this problem should be C. Number 3. The following graph shows the raccoon population in Louisiana. Which best explains why the sheep population has not gotten much bigger over time? A. The ecosystem could not support any more raccoons. B. Rainfall has been heavy for the past 5 years. C. The population's habitat has increased over time. Or D. The population's predator have decreased over time. Your answer should be A. The ecosystem could not support any more raccoons. Your answer for this answer should have been A. Subsoil. Subsoil is a mixture of non-living materials and decayed materials from organisms. So on your packet, when you're filling the blank right here on guided notes, your answer should be soil layers. And if you see on the bottom of your screen, I'm going to actually add in the correct answer for this. Soil layers. Now we're down to your other part of today, guided notes. And remember, we're doing all of this on our own, and we're having a wonderful time with Miss Lawrence or Miss Furman in today's class. Guided notes, fill in the blank. Make sure you fill in all the blanks as you go on. All the fill in the blanks will have capital letters for the fill in the blanks part. So the first part was soil layers, just like I have it right here. It's a mixture of non-living materials and decayed materials from organisms. Soil takes many years to form through weathering or breaking the rocks into smaller pieces called sediments. Make sure you fill in the blank on your guided notes for soil layers. Next, fill in the blank. Under soil layers, you will find the blank is the topmost layer of soil. The blank is the topmost layer of soil. It contains quite a bit of living material, plants, decaying leaves, needles, moss, and more. This layer is thin and very dark in color. Your answer was, obviously on the top you can see, is going to be humus. The humus is the topmost layer of soil. And if you had the opportunity to come outside with us to plant the couple of seeds that we did, the humus is the first layer that you touch on the ground. Next, the blank is the next layer down. It is made mostly of minerals and most plant roots live here. This layer is also dark in color due to the amount of decaying plant and animal matter. Your answer for this one, and all of these will be on the top, is topsoil. It's called topsoil. So the topsoil would definitely be under the humus. Remember, in topsoil and humus, you have a lot of inorganic material. Inorganic means non-living. Next, under that, the blank layer is next. It is made of sand, silt, and clay that have not been broken down all the way. So it usually has less organic material in it. I'm sorry, organic is non-living. Inorganic means it is living, or it lived before. So it is also lighter in color. Your answer for that one should have been subsoil. So you might find some fossils in this layer, in subsoil. The next one on your packet is the parent material. So pencils up, hard at work. The parent material, make sure you write this in, it's on the top, ladies and gentlemen. The parent material is the next layer down. It is mostly rock that has been slightly weathered. Not many things live down here except for the biggest tree roots. This is called parent material. The next one, great scientists of the 5th grade, is called the bedrock. The bedrock is the lowest layer of soil. It is solid rock layer. It is layer found deep within the Earth's core. I'm not sure if you guys watched the Flintstones, but the town was the Bedrock. The name of one of the characters was the Bedrock. This is why they call it the Bedrock, because it was solid. Next, turn your papers over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our first one up is formed when sedimentary and igneous rocks are changed by heat or pressure. And or pressure. The only kind of rock that forms directly from another rock. Most are formed deep within the earth and pushed to the surface when mountains are formed. This rock is called metamorphic rock. And if you can see in the background, it has a lot of layers inside of the rock. You can see a bunch of designs. Remember, if you see a bunch of designs in your rock, this is going to be called the metamorphic rock. Next, this rock, the result of solidification of magma or lava. Most lack layering. However, successful lava flows can form a layered rock structure. Those that cool slowly deep within the earth are composed of large crystals. Those that cool faster at or near the earth's surface have smaller or no visible crystals. This one is called igneous rock. The igneous rock. This is formed from lava. Out of, you got it, something that we call our constructive force, which is called a volcano. Next, sedimentary rock. A sedimentary rock, most are composed of weathered remains of other rocks, usually are formed by the compression and cementing of particles of sediment. Generally exists as a thin layer over metamorphic and igneous rock. This rock right here is going to be called the sedimentary rock. Make sure you fill in the blanks with all the capital letter words. On the bottom of your page, you can take the next 3 minutes to read over the rock cycle. Familiarize yourself with the rock cycle. And next, students, we are going to watch a Edpuzzle video on your Google Classroom. If you go back now to your Google Classroom and you click on number 2 under your Teacher Center Material Station, you will see the Edpuzzle video. I want you to go ahead and do that right now. Answer all questions from the video.